Hey guys, I'm John coming at you another Diablo Immortal video. This one's going to be a quick one. It just dawned on me that we should be able to, hopefully soon, be able to start server transferring, right? I do believe pretty soon here we're going to be able to actually select what server we want to move to, and it actually dawned on me. A couple of things that you may want to do ahead of time before you even do a server transfer, if you're going to do that yourself on your account. Stay tuned. Definitely don't miss out on this idea. Mainly because maybe you'll be a little frustrated later down the road if you don't already take advantage of it. All right, so when we are talking server transfers, I know there was a publish from Blizzard themselves talking about server transfer and how we're going to be able to change characters and switch them over into other servers, so on and so forth, right? So for example, if I go here and I say I want to find Storm Shield, because that's the server that my main character is on. As you can see, I have 150 friends on this server. And if I click tap to play here, you will see that I have my one character will boot up here. I only have my Demon Hunter. I just, in my opinion, I don't find it worthwhile to do ults on this game. It's just do your own class or do your own character and then do a change class afterwards. But that's my own personal opinion. And this is my character for Storm Shield. Now, keep in mind, we just had a server merger, right? So servers have merged together. They're a little bit more crowded than they were. I'm going to do a couple of videos where we talk about farming areas again, because I noticed even with me trying to build up my level, as you can see, I'm level 323 now. I'm almost a server paragon. I had to fight to get a good location to open world farm because now everything seems a little more populated. With that being said, you may want to start looking into other avenues, right? That's where we start talking about server transfers. Are you looking for an active server? Are you looking for an inactive server? Are you looking for just to chill, like free-to-play server, so on and so forth? There's going to be a lot of questions get asked. There's going to be a lot of thoughts about what to do with the server transfer because server transfers aren't going to be free. You're going to get your first one free. It's going to go something along the lines of where you're going to be able to come in here and actually, I'm assuming there's going to be an icon over here, maybe, that you can actually select and then switch to another server. As of right now, I don't know how to do it because it hasn't been released to us. It will be soon. But for everyone out there who's maybe wondering, what should I do? Well, I would start looking into and start getting an idea of servers out there, right? Obviously, you have North America, you have East, you have West servers here, right? You have all these other locations. As you can see here, you can see, okay, well, this is a merged server here with all these other servers, right? There's a lot of them out there, and you can kind of get an idea. You can also see exactly which ones have already been merged, right? Which ones have been merged together and what they are, right? Which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, it's just one of those situations where you don't know exactly what you're getting into until you actually go there. So what I would recommend, and a lot of other people will probably also try to do, so definitely keep that in mind that you're not going to be the only one who has this idea. I definitely am not the only one who has this idea. Is if you were considering doing a server transfer, take a second, go find one. Let's say you wanted to go to Last Vestige. This is a new server, right? Let's say you wanted to go here. Go create an account on that server. Go make an alt. Name it the name that you want to use. So say, for example, I'm Trigger Happy John. So moving forward, I'm going to use Trigger Happy John on every single one of my characters, no matter what the game is. Whether I'm on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, in any game, obviously YouTube channel, I'm always using THJ or Trigger Happy John. I like my name. I'm not going to change it. However, some other people might also like your name. They may want to steal your name. And if you are someone who maybe you spend a lot of money, maybe you have a little clout in your area, your current server, right? And you're talking, okay, I'm going to move to this other server. Keep in mind, anyone can take your name. So definitely, if you're interested or thinking, hey, you know what? I think I am going to go ahead and change servers. Maybe take some time out of your day and look into it ahead of time. Go switch to it. Let's say you want to go Risen Dead. Go play Risen Dead for a second. Create the character with your name. Lock it in so that way no one can steal it. Because if you lock it in, then at any point in time, you can then pay to change that name, right? And then you can have your main one come back over with the correct name. Things like that, I mean, it may seem petty or dumb, but it does make a difference, right? And that's just the first of it. One other step that you can do there, which is taking it a step above, so not only can you secure your name this way, but let's just say you want to figure out, like, hey, I don't know what server I want to go to. Like, hey, I've been watching these YouTubers. I want to go to their server. Well, come pop into our server for a minute. I'm on Storm Shield. So come pop into Storm Shield and then come hang out, right? Like pop in, say, hey, you know, I'm so-and-so, whatever. Ask questions. Because at the end of the day, everyone's gonna be able to answer them, right? So you have Zoltan, Cool, Sand Scorpions, and Old Growth. All these servers have merged together, right, into Storm Shield. So if you teleport over here, you can quickly find out, okay, how populated is this? Are you guys free to play? Are you whales? Who's the content creators on this server? There's a lot of little things like that that you can do to get ready for a server merger, and I think everyone should be doing this. It's not so much because I think like you have to do this to get an advantage or to get a go ahead of someone, but it's more you kind of want to do this so that way when you're going to do a server transfer, one, you've logged in your name, two, you know exactly what you're getting into. I would not waste a whole lot of time on your alt to play necessarily Diablo Immortal, but I would use it for research and development because maybe you're a free-to-play player and you want to stick with free-to-play player, other players, right? You're gonna have a good idea when you pop over to a server and you look at their leaderboards, how free-to-play it's gonna be. Look at the guilds, you're gonna have a good idea. Okay, how free-to-play is it? How dirty pay to win are we really? And that's gonna be true for all of these, right? It's not just the North America ones. And the best thing about this is so we're condensing servers, right? We're condensing servers, and Blizzard is still adding new ones. There's got 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have 5, 6 new servers that have been created, right? Which is wild. And if we go to Europe side, there's even more. And the funniest part about this is if you look through here, none of Europe's combined, none of them. So this is going to be something which I think they have announced they are going to do some combining on the Europe side of things, or it was leaked, I think, via the data miner. The data miner leaked information saying that Europe's going to get combined. But keep that in mind, like when you're looking at these servers and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. Just keep that in mind that you can click over here. You can see, okay, what's been condemned, what's been combined, right? How active are they? If you make an alt character here, you can then go to that location, talk to the people, find out if it's the type of server for you, and then make your decision. The only reason why I'm bringing this up now when we don't even know exactly when we're going to have server transfers is simply for the reason of I don't want to see anyone go into Diablo Immortal or go into a server transfer thinking that they're going to get something they're not. Thinking that, hey, I'm going to get this dead server or I'm going to get this booming server. It's going to be so much fun. Only to realize when they come in here and they see, okay, well, who's immortal? Like, what do we have going on here? Like, okay, well, how big is this clan? Or how, you know, like when they start looking into like the leaderboards, right? When they start trying to see, okay, well, what do the leaderboards look like? Who's immortals? Who's battleground leaders? That kind of stuff. Like, you don't want to come in here and say, okay, well, this is so-and-so and they're here, and then see their loadout and be like, oh, well, this is all whales, right? Like it's all stacked whales or something like that. I'm not saying that's what it is in our server, but I'm saying you can take the time and look it up. You can see just by going to leaderboards, you can see, okay, how active people are on the server, how active they are in the warbands. You can see all this information just by making an alt and going to that location. That's the best way, in my opinion, to kind of verify what it is you're looking for if you're going to do a server merge. So definitely keep that in mind before you make that change, because what's going to happen is they're going to charge you $15 every single time you want a server merge. You get one free. Do you really want to waste $15 just to go to another server when it could have taken you 10 minutes of creating an alt, looking at the leaderboards and saying a few things in chat? Definitely keep that in mind. That's going to do it for this video. I wanted to keep it nice and short. But hopefully that helps you. Maybe this helps you in yourself when you want to go do a server merge because you don't want to get hoodwinked or waste resources. That's going to do it for me, Trigger John. I am on Storm Shield. As of right now, we are not planning on moving anywhere off of our server. If we do, well, obviously everyone at Aftershock United will make a YouTube video on it, so you'll find out that we're moving. But as of right now, we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay on Storm Shield. So if you want to come over and play with us, by all means, hop in Storm Shield. Once server transfers happen, hit us up in the Discord. Links are down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.